What is good, Cardano fam, Ada gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano Ada 24-hour trade volume surpasses $1 billion according to CoinGecko. Begin Wallet on Cardano integrates high-yield stablecoin savings via partnership with Liquid Labs. Users can now easily lend USDA, USDM, IUSD, ZED, USDC, and USDT and earn up to 21% APY, all within the wallet. So this is a fantastic integration. Tokyo Wallet users can now send and receive native Bitcoin, dog on Bitcoin, and other Bitcoin runes using a single custom ADA handle address, which is linking Cardano with Bitcoin. So again, this cohesive experience, we're getting closer and closer towards a fully realized Bitcoin DeFi experience with Cardano. Alex Becker, well, he's Alex, I'm Alex, we're all Alex. We got the Neo Tokyo hoodie on for a reason, because he likes Charles Hoskinson, he says. He's not too fond of ADA holders, which is an interesting paradox given that he's also an ADA holder, but it is what it is. He also says, I bought massive amounts of Cardano at lows. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle ADA going to $5 and making me Dubai royalty rich. Well, we've been saying for months, guys, that $5 to $7 range is kind of a reasonable baseline for us to hit and potentially surpass as well. And the price today, guys, was looking good. We hit 73 cents. Charles Hoskinson says no matter what, Cardano is here to stay. It's permanent. That's my legacy, and I'm proud of that. He says today, Cardano as an ecosystem is worth about $25 billion. Millions of people in it, thousands of dApps. It's in the top 10, and it's regarded as one of the great successes of the cryptocurrency space. Charles says we have the right accounting model, the right consensus model, the right virtual machine model, because we're already on RISC-V with Bitcoin DeFi and Fairgate, and we already have the on-chain government. He went on to say that if Ethereum wanted to do the on-chain governance, just that alone would take like 5-7 years. So again, Ethereum is copying a lot of the stuff Cardano is doing for good reason. Charles Hoskinson says Midnight connects Cardano over time to everything in the crypto space. And that ties nicely to the tweets we have afterwards with World Mobile. But Charles says in the Glacier drop with Midnight, Cardano has a massive and outsized proportion of the supply being distributed. So again, rest assured, guys, ADA holders, we're going to get the biggest portion of that drop. Cardano is getting the largest share. That's how much I love and care about this ecosystem. Charles says we are right now working on the Lace Wallet mobile client. We're probably going to see that around, maybe mid-June, late June, early July. It's being built in Argentina with a dedicated localized team. They're doing a great job. Now here, Charles Hoskinson and World Mobile Group CEO Mickey Watkins, they talked about finalizing some formal relationships. And Charles says, I'd like for the second partner chain to be World Mobile. It's next in line right after Midnight. We're working in that direction. This comment after recently World Mobile also re-engineered the Cardano staking. And again, their token, WMTX, is highly traded on Cardano dexes. So that makes sense. And especially Charles also said World Mobile is a type of network where everyone needs connectivity. So it makes sense for them to kind of plug into as many ecosystems as possible. Speaking of, Charles says Flare Network wants to come to Cardano and do oracles with us. We do know they've spoken, Hugo Filion, the founder of Flare Network, and Charles, so maybe that will happen. Charles says things are going really well with Ripple. We're in talks with RLUSD. And he went further also. Charles says we're going to add XRP support for Lace. If you're an XRP user, you can hold your XRP in the Lace wallet. That's fantastic. He also says our relationship with Ripple is very strong. Ripple CTO David Schwartz just invited me to speak at one of their conferences. We're on very good terms. And I love hearing this as someone that holds BTC, ADA, XRP. It's great to see this because XRP constantly gets scapegoated, just like ADA. XRP's been here for a very long time. People often don't even know about the native DEX that's on the ledger with this sort of kind of liquidity that everybody can access, whatever DEX that you're using. So really excited to see stuff come to fruition, whether it's conferences, RLUSD, Midnight, and more. Charles Hoskinson says Paul Atkins, the new SEC chairman, is going to do a good job. He's going to fix a lot of the problems that Gensler did. Paul's part of the solution. We just have to codify it with laws, and that'll happen by August. That's why I think between now and the summer, we're going to see a lot of bullish catalysts. A lot of bills being passed. Tokyo Wallet with the cute dog theme. He is a good dog. He is a good pig. He is a good snack. But this is to celebrate dog, which it's a very big grassroots organic community with this meme coin. And I think it's smart for us to work more with them, make more friendships, and that'll help us also with this transition into Bitcoin. So that's cool to have a custom personalized dog theme. This is super also. Cardano Foundation has submitted a formal letter, a contribution to the SEC's crypto workforce, whatever they call it, the workforce task force, crypto task force. So it's an 11-page document, and they've detailed on best practices, how to enhance global interoperability with the regulatory landscape with MICA in Europe, but also avoiding decentralization as a legal criteria when determining if a blockchain asset is a security for US security law purposes, and many more. So this kind of further enhances the regulatory landscape and the compliance for Cardano with this contribution by Cardano Foundation, which is signed off by Frederick as well as Nicholas. So this is a great document. You can download the PDF if it interests you to read about it, but it's great because these sort of contributions help with the regulatory landscape to elevate Cardano. So good stuff, good practices on how the US can cement themselves as a leader when it comes to regulation and crypto. Lace Wallet is doing a bunch of giveaways and it's ending on the 30th. So it's available to the US, UK, EU, Argentina, Australia, and Canada. So they're giving away a bunch of swag, t-shirts, stuff like that. If that interests you, everything's linked below. Let's take a look what Watcher Guru is reporting around the world. So Coinbase expands partnership with PayPal to advance stablecoin payments. Not surprised, right? CME Group to launch XRP futures trading on May 19th. That's going to be big for the XRP lovers. $5 trillion asset manager Fidelity says Bitcoin supply on exchanges is dropping due to public company purchases. I think we're going to see supply shock. Bitcoin supply shock, ADA supply shock, XRP supply shock. And President Trump says he had a meeting with China this morning. We also see clips where China's saying they haven't been meeting, they haven't been talking. We're just going to have to wait and be patient. But I think the market, especially crypto, doesn't care anymore. ADA touched 7.3 today. We're back down to 7.191. Over $1 billion in 24-hour trade volume. So things are looking really nice. And so this is playing out with the best case scenario. In a way, Bitcoin has decoupled from the stocks. But the stocks have been rallying also. Russell 2000 index kind of almost back to before, we saw those big crashes. So it's doing better, up 2%. Same with S&P, up 2%. I don't know if gold is going to return back to that high. I think people were looking for refuge and seeking refuge, and we have kind of a shift right now. And when we get all these bills, trade clarity, I think we're going to Giga Chad send it. Most definitely. I think the most exciting thing for me, I really enjoy hearing Charles talk about RLUSD. So what do you guys think? He's been very, very low-key about RLUSD. All we know, as someone who has watched every single time he's mentioned RLUSD, all we know is that there's ongoing talks with Ripple and Midnight team, good relations with Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz, those ongoing talks and a strong relationship, as he put it. And also with RLUSD, Charles did say that he believes that Ripple will expand to other blockchains this year. So we could see something like a partnership or something just boom, just drop. And in the words of Bethesda, right, just like today, right, just announce it and just be quiet about it in the meantime. So I hope we do see RLUSD. Big shout out also to our boy Alex for having the bullishness of going to $5. Do you think $5 is too far off of a prediction, or is it like easy for us to surpass $5? In any case, guys, positive stuff back with Cardano, which is good. I told you guys this storm too shall pass, and alas, here we are. Very exciting, but I think we're just getting started. So guys, smash that subscribe, smash that like. I will see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.